Hello everyone, I want to present you the list of the most attractive TV head. Characters is a sensitive and detailed series about retro starring Skip, Charisma, CRT, OLED, and that digital scheme. This is a personal opinion. If you have a different opinion than mine, although agreeing with the character in this top list, 5 is just a god joke video. All of this is for humor purposes. First character, Dr. Harry Sawyer. Let's start with our first character, or first seat appeal, Dr. Harry Sawyer from Poppy Playtime. And what is my opinion on this character? Well, he's an able Dr. Science with an interesting backstory related to the Poppy Playtime company that was in there as Harry Sawyer after interracial. The company was meeting a child who was from the medium containment of Eunice. For reason that led to Harry Sawyer behavior none of the bearers review the story, but let's look at this. His appeal. What does he have? A TV head and eyes and the tremendous voice they have with him. They needed what they were doing. Well, they pulled him with the halftone. Yes, I will return, and he didn't lie. We thought he was dead during chapter 3 of Poppy Playtime, but now he returned in chapter 5 we on the last appears and the end of the gameplay. And up to this day, which is 2026, well, army along with millions video of people are ready for this reprieve again in chapter 6. What will the dynamic of the chapter? What crazy in the story will betray us? Where the prototype become of with him the curator, or we Harry Sawyer the true funny antagonist? Where is the player story? Where will he be? What is Poppy doing? Where we all in the next chapter of Poppy Playtime. Good for this to the candidate I hear on the high scoring. Actually starting 100 of 10. Named character Carrie Platon. Here concept of Natalie Carrie Trenton, a SpongeBob. Platon wife, she is one the character from Bikini Bottom. Sponge who as Platon parents and wife. I will take it. I put a very important factor into nostalgia from the first TV head character I ever know, which is not fascinating as the previous two characters who is Harry Sawyer. So I will hear as incredible, beautiful him. But from Hospital Hotel, another was what surprised me most about this character is that I like other. The doesn't have such a prominent color. I mean, red color that most on the character have most poor race saturation. I like him was he's below Karen and Harry Sawyer. Yes, I like him, but wouldn't yes, obsession for hockey's on special. Most tie on this character. He champ, but he is known for searching and but he not meant to be placed high in the stop sign. The several format person state. If you agree with me, then fine. It's a joke, please. to them they are is too serious. I wouldn't put him in the I like it. TV man. TV man frustrated. I hear here I take it about him, but he doesn't catch my attention. So I wouldn't hear him me. Shit from Friend Night Funky. I got to be honest with you. I had never seen the character in town now. And discovered he, well, I was preceding the TV man character. I found he on Twitter. I placed the I no idea man and don't know who he is. Mr. Puzzle. Oh, go another be one go Mr. Puzzle from SMG4. No. Where can I start? He's with the boss secret. I know that I missing to make this video I need to do. Please the greenboard TV man or TV woman. But I found this character right here. And what's about this character is the from random world ended up Freshi and found out he from SMG4, which is channel that I used to that I hadn't watched in the years I used to watch is when I was younger. But now that I said this created this design were the aesthetic flow I see in the on this video. Other of my first video was the under with this singing the movie where he channel and the SMG4 television created to rate you 4 star. Now I know go another huge achievement another where in the town list go this one is super high up. And decide the under two movies that continue to remove his present. He has the TV man the first movie was on television being the what is called of the first one was going to become of showman inside television where he was a great antagonist and BDS in the movie. Did he meet an alliance with this gone fresh in the present on recruit and ruin my go parent of your friendship with both Maggie and this gone guy and someone from Slade. There's also another the X-Wax looking for this latter appearing for more in the SMG4 in the movie where he used the Bluetooth remote control of the Arten time. And at the which and found fascination about the critic, his charisma, he designed his expression, his personality, he everything. I love it that character, I love him. God and you may God and go looking for me and several fans or his Mr. Puzzle in the new video with the continue of Mr. Puzzle along with this with one kid be best friends. Good. Later a claim of the creative with these chow mine gunners to this and our voice said absolute startling. 100. We Halesoya under my favorite hit creators. Yes, this goes Clement creative for 2 year new Husma allow with Halesoyer. It's curtain DOM. Yes, I can receive everything. I watch the video, I look interesting, but there isn't much content about him. Boy, I love it. The few appearing the traitor mate is doomed from the app. So I worries plays him in I like it. Mr. House. I really like the story they follow you Vegas has and he repeated in the follow series. So I wouldn't place him in the incredible, beautiful hymn. He gets a hymn. Titan TV Man. From Skibitoler, I know a big fan of Skibitoler. Another TV man stand out a bit more than TV man and TV woman. He be a me. Why lie to you? I do have the slightest idea. I only know it has to you on the is appearance in one of the video and this a conclusion is born right now where this video was made. I have no idea who is this. Tena. Oh, Tena. From that to another him actually stunning 100 out of 10. Tena is a super high spot. The dynamic of be one of the my sponsor of the television war Sergio of Chris. He started off him feeling of abandonment and of feeling forgotten and wanted to update himself his connection with Spanto and how Spanto made and deal with him and feeling into ruin. Well, Tena, both where are we about this sits appeal. Then I love it, the design of the sweep. Sweet. His youth, his charisma, his expression, his who we be one of the freest 3D characters in Delta Room. I love his story, perfectly design, if that has to do with him. Curse one, his trauma presentation. I know, Paris is true. I know, man, I know, but I put I salted 100 out of 10. ACP-07 night. Noteki, I always be new fans of the SCP Foundation and I love it, the character for his, I love it, his story, I like who he origin and like his gather for humanity and who he has the robotic voice which is limited by his memory and intelligence and the lethargy he has with SCP-079. With in the cover are impossible mother about a possible alien but to hate for humanity. Bua the dairy and ready love what the in the committee the video the cave to him now. Here if put the video from the channel dedicate to just like it as they were interested on this SCP channel and I fascinated by what the hybrid to the material like he dealing with humans. He interested I humanity al the can is making me loud and lot. Therefore he isn't absolutely stunning 100 out of 10, but he is an incredible beautiful him. He gets a head. Halmoito, the motive from me the for in big town the doesn't reach the heel of Mr. Possum. I found the expression very interesting. He made me laugh a lot during the special. So I would he and I liked it. Next, the TV in my living room. If I'm going to include TV, we have to include they are my living TV, a room TV. Yeah, He is a me. Very funny and but doesn't have any fascination over the fusion of watching TV and does it. ACP 594. I like the character from the story that can teach you anything about the SCP Foundation. So I would place he me alone nostalgia, so I would place him in the same ranking as incredible beautiful him. I love him SCP-079 on a wall mission. Call it the computer, the hood me as her. No idea, man, and don't know him. Creative from your dance. I like it. The humber. Me. Yes, ma. Follow New Vegas. Not like it. Go bot, go simulator. No idea, man, and don't know him. Metal Undertale. I like it. TV show zombie, Plant vs Zombie, battle for neighbor bite. Me. Marbear or Bear Alpha problems. No idea, man, and don't know him. Creamy team. I like it. Pepino Spaghetti, Hub the TV, Pizza Tower. Me. Anthony. NBD's people we say is doesn't cope because she doesn't have a TV head since she just a robot, which is not true. She has a TV head. Don't you see it? My boy, and my love. The board waking, the rising, the wither, the fruit. She deserves to have he personally spent. She we are being the most attractive TV head. That shit no divide. Why did I do this?